Good morning. So, chemical properties of haloarenes. Chemical properties of haloarenes. So, haloarenes are haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. Less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reactions as compared to alkyl halides. So alkyl halides are more reactive, whereas aryl halides are less reactive. So the less reactivity of aryl halides are mainly due to electron withdrawing nature. Electron withdrawing nature. So electron withdrawing nature of benzene ring. The next second one, hybridization. Second one, hybridization. So the haloarenes, halogen is attached with sp2 hybridized carbon. So this second reason also completed. Electron withdrawing the nature of benzene. It is stabilized by resonance. Next, the second one. So hybridization. In alkyl halides, halogen atom is attached with the sp2 hybridized carbon. Whereas in haloarenes, it is attached with halogen is attached with sp2 hybridized carbon. So as the S character increases, so electron negativity increases. So bond strength increases, hence reactivity less for haloarenes. Next, third reason. Electron withdrawing nature. Second one is the hybridization. Next, third one is the polarity of CX bond. Next one is the polarity of CX bond. So these 3 points in the last class completed. So in the last class, these 3 reasons completed. Polarity of CX bond. So in the haloarenes, CX bond is less polar. It has a less polar in nature. Here it is more polar. So as the polarity increases, reactivity increases. Due to less polarity, so haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. So these 3 points completed in the last class. Next, what is the fourth reason? Less reactivity of haloarenes is due to fourth reason, instability of phenyl cation. Instability of phenyl cation. It is the fourth one. Instability of phenyl cation. So in alkyl halides, so CH3 next to taken thrice. It is C. It is attached with Cl. It is a tertiary alkyl halide. So tertiary alkyl halides undergo substitution reaction via SN1 mechanism. Substitution, nucleophilic, unimolecular reaction. In the first step, it is considered. In the first step, it undergoes ionization. So it is the slow step. So here carbocation is formed. It is the CH3. Next it is the CH3. Next it is the CH3. So carbocation is formed. So nucleophile is attached from either this side or from this side. So partial racemization takes place. So here carbocation is formed C+. So ionization takes place. It undergoes substitution through SN1 mechanism. In case of aryl halides, that is, if you take chlorobenzene or bromobenzene, it is chlorobenzene. Okay. So if it undergoes self-ionization means it loses chloride ion. So here phenyl cation is formed. It is benzene ring. Phenyl cation is formed. It is not stabilized by. So it is not stabilized by resonance. Hence, so SN1 mechanism is ruled out. SN1 mechanism is ruled out. Means substitution of halide by OH minus ion is not possible. Means less reactivity. So what is the fourth reason? Instability of phenyl cation. In case of aliphatic means alkyl halides, it undergoes ionization, carbocation is formed. Next one, if in case of haloarenes, it undergoes self-ionization. If phenyl cation is formed, it is not stabilized by resonance. It is not stabilized by resonance. Hence, SN1 mechanism is not ruled out. SN1 mechanism is not ruled out. So it is the fourth one. So electron withdrawing nature of benzene nucleus and stabilized by resonance. Next, hybridization, sp2 hybridization, polarity of CX bond less polar as compared to alkyl halides. Next one, here carbocation is stable. So if in self-ionization, if a phenyl cation is formed, it is not stabilized by resonance. So SN1 mechanism is ruled out. Next, fifth reason and last reason. Fifth reason. So electron-rich array. What is the fifth reason? Electron-rich array. So what is the fifth reason? Electron-rich arrays. Electron-rich array. Electron-rich array means benzene ring. Okay, so aromatic compounds. Take benzene, C6H6. So all the carbon, 6 carbon atoms undergo sp2 hybridization. So it has pi bonds in alternate positions. It is the pi bond. It is the pi bond. It is the pi bond. So here electron density is more. It is a pi bond. So these are mobile electrons. So here electron density is more. This pi bond is related to this carbon and this carbon. This pi bond is related to this carbon and this carbon. This pi bond is related to these two carbons. So here electron density is more due to pi electrons. Hence the resonance structure of benzene. Benzene structure is considered as. It is considered as the resonance structure of benzene. Okay, means pi electron cloud is spread on all the carbon atoms. Okay, so it is the electron cloud. Electron cloud. So these are the carbon atoms. So here electron density is more. It is a halogen atom. It is a haloarray. So nucleophilic substitution means nucleophile is anion. Benzene has electron rich. Means electron density is more on a benzene ring. So nucleophile has a negative charge. So here electron density is more. Nucleophile is so anion means here it also has a electron density. So approaching of nucleophile to more electron or electron rich array is difficult. It has a negative charge means electron density. So it has already anion. Nucleophile means it is anion. So approaching of nucleophile to electron rich array is difficult. Approaching is difficult. If it is approaches to benzene ring, then Cl is or X is replaced by OH. But approaching is difficult because of electron rich array. Benzene ring has more electron density. So approaching of nucleophile to array ring is difficult. Hence, it is the fifth reason. Due to these 5 reasons, haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reactions than alkyl halides. Reasons very important. So electron withdrawing nature of benzene nucleus and stabilized by resonance. Next, second reason. Second reason is the hybridization. Third reason, hybridization of CX carbon atom in CX bond. Third one is the polarity. Fourth one is the instability of phenyl cation. Next, fourth one is electron rich arrays. Due to these 5 reasons, so haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophilic substitution reactions than So alkyl halides. Okay, right. So what is the evidence and how increase the reactivity of haloarenes? So this concept is very important. So what is the evidence? Less reactivity of alkyl halides. What is the evidence? And how? So reactivity of alkyl halides increases. How reactivity of alkyl halides increases? Okay, ma'am. Right. So C2H5Cl. Take ethyl chloride. That is C2H5Cl. C2H5Cl. When it is treated with aqueous NaOH or KOH, it is the first property of ethyl chloride. Cl is replaced by OH, so it gives ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. Okay, because of reactivity is more for ethyl chloride means alkyl halides. If you take chlorobenzene, it is haloarene chlorobenzene. If you take chlorobenzene, so it is the chlorobenzene, and this chlorobenzene is treated with aqueous sodium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide is solid, aqueous sodium hydroxide. So as compared to alkyl halides, haloarenes are less reactive. So under normal conditions, no reaction takes place. Under normal conditions, no reaction takes place. So it is the evidence for less reactivity of. It is the evidence for less reactivity of haloarenes. It is the evidence for less reactivity. It is the evidence for less reactivity of haloarenes. So here Cl is replaced by OH under drastic conditions. Under drastic conditions. At about 330 degrees centigrade or 330 to 335 degrees centigrade temperature, and about 300 atmospheres pressure, it is very high pressure. Atmospheric pressure is 1 atmosphere. So here we use very high pressure, 300 atmospheres pressure, like in Haber's process. Temperature, we know room temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. Here we use 330 degrees centigrade. It's also very high temperature. So under normal conditions, chlorobenzene does not react with sodium hydroxide because of its less reactivity. Less reactivity of haloarene is due to 5 reasons. Okay, to increase the reactivity. So under normal conditions, it does not react with the aqueous sodium hydroxide. Under abnormal conditions, means under drastic or vigorous conditions, about 330 degrees centigrade temperature and 300 atmospheres pressure. 300 atmospheres pressure. So 300 atmospheres pressure and about temperature is 350 degrees. So 330 to 350 degrees. So these are the normal conditions. About 330 to 350 degrees centigrade temperature, 300 atmospheres pressure. So this Cl minus is replaced by H. Means phenol is obtained. Under normal conditions, it is not possible. Under normal conditions, it is not possible. And it takes another step here. Intermediate product. First intermediate product is formed. It is benzene ring. Okay, it is benzene ring. In the first step, it forms C6H5ONa. It is called sodium phenoxide. It is called sodium phenoxide. C2H5O is called. It is C2H5ONa is called sodium ethoxide. Ethyl group is attached with oxygen. It is used in Williamson's synthesis. So alkyl halides reacts with sodium alkoxides. Ether is obtained. It is called Williamson's synthesis. So it is called sodium alkoxide, means sodium ethoxide. So it is called C6H5 is called phenyl. Phenyl is attached with oxygen. So it is called phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. So what is the intermediate compound? Sodium phenoxide is formed. So this is sodium phenoxide on acidification. This is sodium phenoxide on acidification. Sodium phenoxide on acidification. If we use HCl, Na and Cl, NaCl is eliminated. H plus is added to O minus. Or if you use sulfuric acid, sodium sulfate is eliminated. Means on acidification, it gives a phenol. So directly it does not. So chlorobenzene directly it does not convert it into phenol. So under rigorous conditions or drastic conditions, 330 to 350 degrees centigrade temperature, about 300 atmospheres pressure, it forms an intermediate compound. It is called sodium phenoxide. This is sodium phenoxide on acidification. So it gives phenol. So it is the preparation. It is the first property of chlorobenzene or halobenzene. So how chlorobenzene is converted to phenol, or how phenol is prepared from chlorobenzene? It is a phenol, C6H5OH. It is called phenol, aromatic alcohol, phenol. So how phenol is prepared from chlorobenzene? It is chlorobenzene. So how phenol is prepared from chlorobenzene? It is treated with either solid or aqueous sodium hydroxide at about 350 degrees centigrade temperature, 330 to 350. So in our material, so 350 degrees centigrade is given, 350 degrees centigrade and 300 atmospheres of pressure. So intermediate compound is formed. It does not give directly phenol. So it gives sodium phenoxide. It is an intermediate compound. The sodium phenoxide on acidification. So then phenol is obtained. So it is the first property of chlorobenzene. So it is a method of preparation of phenol from chlorobenzene. So this method is also called, it is a named reaction. So it is a Dawes process. Dawes process. Not Dawes process, it is so. So Dawes. So it is a Dawes process. DOW. So it is a Dawes process. So it is a Dawes process. So what is a Dawes process? Halobenzene, either chlorobenzene or bromobenzene or iodobenzene, treated with sodium hydroxide, solid or aqueous, under rigorous conditions, about 350 degrees centigrade temperature at 300 atmospheres of pressure, it forms an intermediate compound. It is called sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide on acidification it gives phenol. The next chapter, alcohols. So in alcohols, so aromatic alcohol example is phenol. It is the first method of preparation of phenol. So phenol is prepared by Dawes process. So in from chlorobenzene. So chlorobenzene is treated with the NaOH followed by acidification. Phenol is obtained. It is an aromatic alcohol. What is the name of this process? Dawes process. Okay. So under rigorous conditions, because of less reactivity of haloarenes. So how reactivity of haloarenes increases? So how reactivity of haloarenes increases? How reactivity of haloarenes increases? So how reactivity of haloarenes increases? Yeah. Approaching of nucleophile is difficult because of it is a electron rich array. Okay. So it is a haloarray. Either it is a Cl or Br. It is a benzene array. Okay. It is a benzene array. Okay. So in this electron rich array means a benzene array. If we reduce or decrease the electron density, then nucleophile can easily approach the array. If it is approach the array, then it can form bond. Okay. So if we reduce the electron density on rich array, then its reactivity increases towards nucleophilic substitution. Okay, so how electron density it decreases in arene rings. So how electron density decreases means by substituting electron withdrawing groups. Electron withdrawing groups. Electron withdrawing groups. So electron withdrawing groups. So what are electron withdrawing groups? What are the examples of our electron withdrawing groups? Okay. So electron withdrawing groups are the species which contains multiple bonds. Species containing multiple bonds are electron withdrawing groups. Example, nitro, NO2. So its structure is, it is nitrogen, double bond O minus, or it is the negative bond, or oxygen, it has a negative charge. It is NO2, it containing multiple bond. Next, cyanide, C triple bond N. It is also electron withdrawing group. So nitro group. Next, cyanide group. Next one. Next, aldehyde group. So nitro group, NO2. Next, cyanide, C triple bond N. Aldehyde, CHO. Next one, carboxylic acid, COOH. These are the few examples for electron withdrawing groups. Okay, na? So electron withdrawing group species generally contains multiple bond. It is double bond, it is triple bond. Cyanide means C triple bond N. Next one, aldehyde, C double bond OH. It is aldehyde. Next, carboxylic acid, C double bond OH. So multiple bond, multiple bond, multiple bond. So in general, the species containing multiple bonds are electron withdrawing groups. Okay. So as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, so reactivity of halogens increases. So how reactivity of halogens increases? By substituting electron withdrawing groups, by substituting electron withdrawing groups, by substituting. So answer, by substituting electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions, but not meta position. This electron withdrawing, these electron withdrawing groups, nitro, cyano, aldehyde, next to carboxylic group, substituted either at ortho or para position. Substituted at ortho or at para positions, then reactivity increases. It is ortho, it is ortho. Next one, 1, 2 is ortho. Next one, para. It is para. So it is Cl. If nitro group is present at para, means 1/4 position, it is para. It is ortho. So it is ortho. It is para. So by substituting electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions, then reactivity of halogens increases. Halogens increases. So how to increase the reactivity of halogens? By substituting electron withdrawing groups like NO2, cyanide, carboxylic acid, next aldehyde groups at ortho and para positions, then reactivity of halogens increases because of nitro, cyano, aldehyde and carboxylic acid groups are electron withdrawing groups. Hence, here electron density decreases. So, electron rich array means electron density decreases. Hence, a nucleophile can approach the ideal ring, means then attacking is possible. So, it facilitates the attacking of nucleophile. Nucleophile has a negative charge. Benzene ring has more electron density. So, if we substitute the electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions, so electron density is attracted by the electron withdrawing groups. It facilitates the attacking of nucleophile. Hence, reactivity of haloarenes increases. So it is very important. Okay, right. So as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, its reactivity increases. So as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, increases. So reactivity is also increases. Reactivity also increases as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases. Reactivity is also increases. So take the example. It is chloro. One nitro group is present at it is chlorobenzene. Nitro group, it contains only one nitro group and it is at ortho position. Next, take second one. So second haloarene contains two nitro groups, means electron withdrawing groups. It is chlorobenzene. One nitro group at ortho position. Second nitro group is at para position. Next, take a third compound. Third compound, it is the first compound. Means one nitro group is substituted. Here two nitro groups are substituted. Next, third one, three nitro groups are substituted. Next, haloarene containing three nitro groups. It is a benzene. Okay, it is a Cl. Say it is 2, it is a 4, next it is a 6. Let it is the first one. It is second, it is third, it is fourth position, fifth position, sixth position. Or first position, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. 2, 4, 6, trinitrochlorobenzene. Trinitrochlorobenzene. So as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, reactivity also increases. Okay. So if no nitro group is substituted, means electron withdrawing group is substituted. Means if you take chlorobenzene, when it is treated with the sodium hydroxide, under normal conditions, no reaction takes place because of less reactivity. Next one, let it is the first compound, it is the second compound, it is the third compound, let it is the fourth compound. All the four compounds are treated with aqueous NaOH. Fourth compound is also treated with aqueous NaOH. Okay, which can form compound easily. So here reactivity is very less. So it required nearly 350 degrees centigrade temperature and 300 atmospheres of pressure. If one nitro group is substituted, so here nearly 160 degrees centigrade temperature is enough. So 160 degrees centigrade temperature is enough because of as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, so reactivity increases. So it requires just 160. So first one required nearly 350 degrees centigrade. So it reacts with aqueous NaOH at 160 degrees centigrade temperature. And the second step on acidification means followed by acidification. This Cl minus is replaced by OH, so it gives orthonitrophenol. It is OH, so it is NO2. Okay, so chlorobenzene and nitrochlorobenzene, orthonitrophenol, which is more reactive. Orthonitrophenol is more reactive because of electron. It can decreases the electron density on benzene. It facilitates the attacking of nucleophile. So it required 350, it required 160. Here, first it is treated with aqueous KOH at about 95 degrees centigrade temperature, followed by hydrolysis, means in acidification, followed by acidification. So Cl minus is replaced by OH. It is OH. At ortho and para positions, it has two nitro groups. Next, when it is treated with aqueous NaOH, just warm, almost at room temperature, or just on heating, just warm, below 30 degrees centigrade temperature, followed by acidification, it gives. So Cl minus is replaced by OH. So 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol. 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol. Okay. So if no electron withdrawing group is substituted, so it required a high temperature and a high pressure. If one electron withdrawing group like NO2 is substituted, reaction takes place at 160 degrees centigrade. It does not require a high pressure. Okay, 160 means almost half of the temperature or less than half of the temperature. If two electron withdrawing groups are substituted, just reaction takes place at 95 degrees centigrade. If 3 electron withdrawing groups are substituted, just warm, means at a room temperature or just on heating, this Cl minus is replaced by OH, means as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, reactivity is also increases. So these electron withdrawing groups are substituted at ortho and para positions. Para positions, reactivity is increases. So no effect of electron withdrawing group. Suppose electron withdrawing group, take fifth compound. Take fifth compound. It is chlorobenzene. It is a meta position. Suppose the electron withdrawing group present at meta position. No effect. So when it is treated with sodium hydroxide, so no effect of nitro group. No effect of nitro group on the reactivity. On the reactivity. On the reactivity. Okay, so it is very important. So as the number of electron withdrawing groups like nitro, next to cyano, aldehyde, next to carboxylic acid. So like these electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions, it is ortho position, it is a para position. So as the number of electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions increases, reactivity increases. Suppose electron withdrawing group is substituted at a meta position, so no effect of electron withdrawing group when substituted at a meta position. So it is the reactivity, and less reactivity, it is the evidence for less reactivity of halogens. So it is the action with aqueous NaOH. Okay. So how to increase the reactivity of halogens? By substituting electron withdrawing groups. At what position? Only ortho and para positions. So what is the effect of nitro group, means electron withdrawing group substituted at meta position? So no effect. So it is the no effect. So electron withdrawing groups, as the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, reactivity increases. Because of it is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. The next one. Action with metals. Action with metals is also named reaction and important. Next, so action with metals. Action with metals. Here, so action with metals. With metals. Action with metals. Action with the metals. So mechanism, reaction mechanism. So I will explain in the next class because of almost time is over. So the next property with the metals. It is the named reaction. So it is called Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Wurtz-Fittig reaction, and the second one is the Fittig reaction. So haloarenes, example chlorobenzene. So what is Wurtz-Fittig reaction? It is very important in public exam. So what is Wurtz-Fittig reaction? Haloarenes treated with alkyl halides, RX. Okay, so alkyl halides treated with what is Wurtz reaction? Alkyl halides treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether. So alkane with double the number of carbon atoms is obtained. It is called Wurtz reaction. So it is a Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So what is a Wurtz-Fittig reaction? So haloarenes treated with sodium metal and alkyl halide. Alkyl halide means RX. So 2 moles of NaX, it is haloarene like X. So 2 moles of NaX is eliminated. 2 moles of NaX is eliminated. Here the product formed A, alkyl benzene. Alkyl group is substituted on benzene, or halogen is replaced by alkyl group. So it is called alkyl benzene. So how alkyl benzene is prepared from? Haloarene by Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So take the particular example. Chlorobenzene. Here the product form. When chlorobenzene is treated with sodium metal and alkyl halide. Here we take methyl chloride, CH3Cl. In presence of same like in Wurtz reaction, in presence of dry ether. So here is Cl, Na, this is Cl. So 2 moles of NaCl is eliminated. Cl is replaced by methyl group. So it is called methyl benzene, or commonly it is also called toluene. CH3. So it is called methyl benzene. Okay. So what is the name of the reaction? Preparation of methyl benzene from benzene. So what is the name of this reaction? Preparation of benzene, methyl benzene from benzene. It is a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. It is called Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So benzene reacts with methyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. Methyl benzene is formed. It is called Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So preparation of methyl benzene from halobenzene is called Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So halobenzene is reacts with alkyl halide and sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, because of moist ether can destroy the sodium metal. Hence we use dry ether. So alkyl benzene is formed. What is the name of the reaction? Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Take specific example. When chlorobenzene reacts with sodium metal, treated with sodium metal and methyl chloride, CH3Cl is called methyl chloride. So it gives methyl benzene, or commonly it is also called toluene. If you take ethyl chloride, C2H5Cl, ethyl chloride, so it gives methyl benzene, C2H5. So it is called ethyl benzene. If you take methyl chloride and chlorobenzene, treated with the sodium metal in presence of dry ether, methyl benzene is formed. If you use ethyl chloride, so ethyl benzene is formed. So what is the name of the reaction? Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Okay. So what is Wurtz-Fittig reaction? Public exam direct question. What is Wurtz-Fittig reaction? Haloarenes reacts with alkyl halides and sodium metal in presence of dry ether. Alkyl benzene is formed. This reaction is called Wurth-Fittig reaction. Next, we'll take specific example. Chlorobenzene is treated with the sodium metal and ethyl chloride in the presence of dry ether. So ethyl benzene is formed. If you take a methyl chloride, ethyl benzene is formed. So what is the name of the reaction? Wurth-Fittig reaction. The next only Fittig reaction. It is the Wurth-Fittig reaction. The next one, what is a Fittig reaction? What is Fittig reaction? Only if you use haloarene. 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 Haloarene means chlorobenzene. Okay. If you use only haloarene, it is chlorobenzene. So treated with the sodium metal. Treated with the sodium metal. So in this reaction, 2 moles of haloarene is involved in this reaction. It is the second molecule. It is the second haloarene molecule. In the presence of same dry ether. If you use only chlorobenzene, so if you take excess of chlorobenzene, so 2 moles of chlorobenzene involved in this reaction. So 2 moles of NaCl is eliminated. So this phenyl ring is attached with the second phenyl ring. So it is also called biphenyl. It is called biphenyl. It is one benzene ring. It is attached with another benzene ring. It is called biphenyl. It is called biphenyl. Bi means 2. Phenyl means C6H5. 2 benzene. So it is called biphenyl. Okay. So chlorobenzene, only chlorobenzene is treated with the sodium metal in the presence of dry ether. Biphenyl is formed, which is called Fittig reaction. Chlorobenzene and alkyl halide in the presence of sodium metal, so it gives alkyl benzene. So alkyl benzene is formed, it is called Wurth-Fittig reaction. It is called Fittig reaction. So these are the properties of main properties of haloarenes. So mechanism of nucleophilic substitution reaction and electrophilic substitution reactions. So we'll continue in the next class. Thank you.